The incoming chief needs to win the support of the rank and file as well as the community that he serves. Since George Floyd's death and the protests that broke out earlier this year, police departments have come under greater scrutiny, and Dallas is no exception. Joining me now to discuss that is the chair of the Community Police Oversight Board, Mr. Enobakhare. Thank you so much for joining us. You got a chance to interview Eddie Garcia during the selection process. What did you think of him?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me today. He's a professional. He's been a chief for about 4 years. He's been an officer for 30. He's been the chief of a major city. I think that he'll come in with some new ideas, a fresh approach, and I think that's what's needed. I think that Chief Hall did an awesome job of taking us a long way from where we were back before she was hired. She was able to bring some needed reforms to the department. She was able to build trust within the community and build a relationship within the community. Now, I think one of the things that the new chief will have to do quick and in a hurry is build relationships with his rank and file, lead them, and build relationships within the community. He's going to have quite a balancing act.
And, with the violent crime rate being what it is right now, what would you like to see the new chief do immediately when he starts the job?
Well, one of the things we need to make notice about when we talk about this violent crime rate is that we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of an epidemic collapse. And so as a result of that, crime is up in every major city in this country. So I don't think that this is something that is just unique to the city of Dallas. But I do think that there has to be an approach of compassion as well as strength, meaning that we have to look at the fact that there are a lot of crimes that are happening in this city due to poverty. And those are issues that just a new police chief will not be able to solve. That is something that all of the leaders within the city are going to have to work together, because of the fact that, one, we do have to stop the crime on the back end, but we also have to make sure that we are doing some preemptive things to stop it before it happens.
Yeah, and just to point out, though, we did hit, a very high violent crime rate last year before the pandemic, a rate we hadn't seen in 10 years. So it's not just the pandemic. Quickly, well over 40% of Dallas's population is Hispanic or Latino. What do you think Chief Garcia can forge a stronger bond between DPD and those communities?
I think he would. If you look at San Jose, the percentage of Hispanics is about the same. So I think that he should be able to build that bond. I think it'll be interesting because of the fact that Dallas is a very diverse, segregated city. So it'll be interesting to see how he's able to build bonds, not only with the Hispanic community, but all other communities as well, especially the African-American community.
Yeah, in some ways, it's 3, 4, 5 different cities, separate cities in one, if you want to look at it that way. Thank you so much for that perspective. We really appreciate it. I know you'll be keeping an eye on the process as Chief Garcia takes the helm. Thank you again.